What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new rebuild video. And today we're gonna be rebuilding the Brooklyn Nets. So today we are here on NBA 2K21. Still not very excited about how nothing's changed yet. It still kind of sucks, but hey, here we are anyway in NBA 2K21. And now that the Brooklyn Nets have themselves a brand new head coach in Steve Nash, and it's cold weather season out right now, I'm feeling pretty good today. So we are going to do what we can to make this Nets a championship team by the end of the video, even though they're almost pretty much there. We all know they're seeking a third star, so hopefully I can do that today for them before we get started. Of course, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you're new, and let's see if we can reach a like goal of 150 likes today. So the first trade I will be making to start off this video, to just make it a banger straight up, we're going to be trading for Klay Thompson, bring him to the Brooklyn Nets, and we're going to be trading Dinwiddie, LeVert, and DeAndre Jordan. So yeah, I know the Nets are most likely going to keep DeAndre Jordan in real life, but I don't really care about this style of rebuild today video. It's not going to be realistic, so we're just going to go crazy, and Klay Thompson's going to be the newest member of the Brooklyn Nets. So now we'll have a rotation of Kyrie, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Jarrett Allen's now in the starting five. Probably would have been DeAndre Jordan, but Prince is there at the power forward right now, Joe Harris, Jamal Crawford, Kevon Looney, and yeah, that's what this team's looking like right now. But obviously, I still want to change a little bit more because I really don't like our power forward spot right now. Kevin Durant could play the 4, and maybe we could look for a small forward, which is probably what I'm going to do right now. But Taurean Prince is on a pretty big extension that the Nets gave him, so that's probably who we're trading next for sure. So we're actually going to be making another trade with the Golden State Warriors. This time we're going to be grabbing Draymond Green. So we're going to have a little bit of a reunion here with Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green here in Brooklyn. And yeah, so this will be interesting. Draymond's are going to be here for the long term, but at least for now, that gives us a very solid power forward to have next to Kevin Durant, Klay, and Kyrie, and then of course Jarrett Allen as well. So when we look at the team right now, we got Kyrie, Klay, Durant, Draymond, Allen, Joe Harris, Jamal Crawford, Kevon Looney, and TLC. So I definitely would like to maybe do a little bit more, but I know if you move Claxton to the 4, he goes up like crazy. It's been a cheat code I always use when rebuilding the Brooklyn Nets. So you know what? I think we might roll with this team just for season number 1. Obviously, this isn't a set in stone team. And obviously, you see, Steve Nash is our coach. That's not really Steve Nash. They had like Jason Vaughn, I think, as the head coach, or whatever his name actually was. But of course, I just kind of took this guy's whatever he was. I think it was Otis Newman before, and I just renamed him to Steve Nash. So let's go ahead, simulate this first entire season, and let's see if we can be a championship team in season number 1. At the end of the season, Giannis Antetokounmpo is your most valuable player on the Milwaukee Bucks. Rookie of the year goes to Dylan Weiler. This time he actually averaged 4 points per game. It's usually like 0-0-0s across the board. Schroeder's your 6th man, the man that actually should have won in real life. Every time I see this, I am always going to mention this should have happened in real life. Austin Fitz player for Giannis. Christian Wood, your most improved player, and Brad Stevens, your coach of the year. All NBA first team. All NBA second team, we got Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant makes All NBA third team. Very nice. So we are the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference, going up against the Miami Heat. We got 33 from Kyrie, 26 from KD, and 20 from Klay Thompson. Very nice. 11 from Jarrett Allen, 11 from Joe Harris, 6 from Jamal, 6 from Draymond, and 5 from Claxton. Kevon Looney also 4, not to mention. All right, playing the Miami Heat in the first round. Any shot we get past the Miami Heat here and actually advance to the second round after not being in, or actually I guess the Nets did make the playoffs. They just got beat pretty badly because obviously they're missing their 2 key players. But here we are again. Can we get out of the first round this time? And we do squeeze past the Miami Heat in 6 games. Okay, so now we're playing the Philadelphia 76ers, who have Ben Simmons, Josh Richardson, Harris, Capella, Embiid, Alec Burks, Matisse, Jeff Green, Furkan Korkmaz, and Glenn Robinson. Semi current round against them, and we get eliminated in 6 games. Let's go ahead and see who's going to win the championship real quick, as the Los Angeles Lakers, with LeBron James winning Finals MVP, beat the Boston Celtics in 7 games. The draft lottery doesn't matter to us too much, but I'm just going to look at it anyway and kind of see what pick we have in this draft, because I definitely want to make some trade. Actually, our pick does go to the Timberwolves. I completely forgot about that. So other than that, I do want to fire my trainer and of course get that A trainer that we always go for. And then Trent Peterson's always looking pretty snazzy out here, so we're gonna get him. We don't have a pick, so I'm gonna skip past the draft. Actually, I guess we had the 28th pick, although we don't have draft classes right now. I wonder when that's gonna get fixed. 2K definitely would be great if you guys could fix that sometime soon. But obviously we want to make even more moves for this team, because I'm not keeping Draymond as my power forward past this season. I only wanted him for the first season, and now he's got to go bye-bye. I'm kind of liking this Boston Celtics trade where we get Marcus Smart. I just really like Marcus Smart as a player in real life. I think he's a huge energetic guy, and obviously he's like part of the heart and soul of the Celtics, and I think he can bring that here in Brooklyn. So we're gonna do this trade, send Draymond to the Boston Celtics, and we'll have Marcus Smart be our sixth man or something, like come off the bench and be our energetic guy that we so desperately, you know, need at times. So definitely gonna be helpful to the defensive side of the ball as well, once maybe we can run a crunch time lineup with like Kevin Durant at the 4 and then whatever center we have, because I don't think Jarrett Allen is going to be my center past this season as well. I think I'm definitely going to trade him, and then I definitely want to look for a more of a backup player here, like Daniel House would be great. That might be the move I do actually right now. I think I am going to actually grab Daniel House from the Houston Rockets. That way he can come be my backup small forward, at least for right now. Jarrett Allen also actually wants $20 freaking million in free agency. I'm gonna wait till after moratorium, see if anyone gives him a contract like that, and I am gonna resign Joe Harris as well. Although I just traded for a backup small forward, we might be able to just trade Joe Harris, and then we still have money for like a mid-level kind of guy. I kind of like the idea of maybe bringing Reggie Jackson to back up Kyrie Irving, I guess, just because Reggie Jackson's been decent in Los Angeles, so hopefully he can bring that to us. I'll sign Jarrett Allen back, and like I said, I kind of want to trade Jarrett Allen for a more ready win now center, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. We don't need Joe Harris anymore since I did, yeah, because Daniel House is younger, so we don't need Joe Harris. So I like that. Okay, so I kind of like this trade, DiVincenzo and Brook Lopez, but let me look a little bit more. Buddy Hield, Mitchell Robinson, Miles Turner, Eric Gordon, Basley. I think that trade, I think this first trade is going to be a dub. Brook Lopez might go down in overall a little bit more than I want him to, but I haven't really seen that yet. I haven't really had him in 2K21. I know in 2K20 he went down like crazy. So maybe in 2K21 I might be a little bit too optimistic, but maybe he'll be somewhat decent and at least like still be an 80 overall. And plus he spaces the floor and plays defense, and we get a nice backup shooting guard in DiVincenzo. Will be our rotation for season number 2. We'll have Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Daniel House at the 3, Kevin Durant at the 4. Brook Lopez only went down 2 overall, which is nice, which is kind of what I wanted. DiVincenzo, Marcus Smart. Honestly, I forgot that we actually got Marcus Smart, so we definitely didn't really need DiVincenzo as well. But Claxton and Reggie Jackson, and Reggie Jackson goes down in overall more than I would have liked to have seen, but it's all good. So I also guess we'll move DiVincenzo to small forward just because I guess I mean that we don't really need another small forward, but I'm just gonna move him there anyway. That way he can play some small forward with Marcus Smart on the floor as well, something like that. Proficiency is 3.5 at balance now, and it's all balanced because Daniel House, I guess, isn't a good fit, and neither is Brook Lopez. But let's go ahead and simulate the entire season of number 2, and let's see if we can be any better than last year and possibly win a championship here at the end of season number 2. Start out on a 4-game losing streak, but ultimately have the record of 57-25 at the end of season number 2. LeBron James is your most valuable player. Bruce Dennis is rookie of the year. Rubio is your 6th man, AD defense player. Most improved goes Kendrick Nunn, and Alvin Gentry is your coach of the year. MVP, actually we already went over that, so let's go all NBA first team. Look what we got going on here. We don't have Kevin Durant does make the all NBA second team, and Kyrie Irving does make the all NBA third team, and I don't see Klay Thompson making it. Did he make an all defensive team? No, and we didn't have any all defensive players. Okay, so we are the 2nd seed in the East, so the Celtics must have had a better record than us, which makes sense. The Celtics are definitely a good team in the Eastern Conference. But let's go look at the player stats real quick and see who led the way. 29, 28, 20, 11, 9, 7. How did everybody shoot from the field? We had 30% from Brook, 40 from DiVincenzo, 47, 44, and 44. Let's go ahead and see if we can ultimately win a championship this season. We are facing the rookie of the year along with Monty Morris, Aaron Gordon, Nikola Vucevic, and Mo Bamba. I don't think we should have any problems against the Magic, but you just never know. And we do beat them in 5. All right, now we're playing the Philadelphia 76ers, who I believe knocked us out last year. So this could be our revenge plotting time, as we are playing Derrick Rose, Richardson, Simmons, Capella, and Embiid. It seems like Clint Capella is always going to the Philadelphia 76ers in these 2K21 rebuilds, similar to when Hassan Whiteside was always going to the Raptors. But let's go ahead, semi-current round against the 76ers, and let's see if we can get our revenge here. And we do beat them in 6. And now we're playing the best team in the East, as we will be playing the Boston Celtics. So we have Kimba, Brown, Tatum, Draymond, Robert Williams, Taco Fall, Tremont Waters, Carson Edwards, Ty Jerome, Grant Williams, Romeo Langford, Oscar Gray, and Rodions Karooks. And now let's see if we can beat them. I'm gonna go game by game for this one, because this is the ultimate challenge here. We're down 1-0 to start it off. We're down 2-0, so maybe we're not good enough just yet. Ooh, okay, we do win 1 as I speak. We are down 3-1, and can we... Yeah, we lose in 5. So we're not ready for the moment just yet. It's probably because I really need to find a legitimate power forward. We were playing Kevin Durant the 4, so I think that's gonna be my goal this offseason. I think we're ultimately gonna look for an actual power forward to pair up with this Brooklyn Nets team, and then after that, I think this team is gonna be golden. So with free agency, Kyrie Irving wants some more money. DiVincenzo, 26 million, which is kind of a hefty asking price. If somebody actually gives him that, I don't think I'll be able to match it. Marcus Smart, Claxton, we have a lot of free agents right here, man. Like a lot more than I thought I was going to have. So Brook Lopez, you did your thing for us this season, but I don't think he'll stay with us past this season. Let's go ahead and make some trade. Hassan Whiteside is actually looking pretty good right now, just because I think he'll at least be better than Brook Lopez will be next year. Yeah, he's up there in age as well, but I think he's an 83. Brook Lopez is 81, so hopefully Whiteside at least stays in 80. The center spot hasn't really been my problem. It's the power forward as of right now. So I think I'll move Reggie Jackson to shooting guard as well, and we're gonna make some other trade because we definitely need to increase our power forward spot. It's been the weakness the whole video thus far, and we need to change that right now. So I actually ended up giving Dante DiVincenzo the money that he wanted. The reason being is because I said the power forward's been a weakness this whole video, and Pascal Siakam makes a lot of sense here. If I can find a way to snag him from the Raptors, that would be insane. So let's say I offer DiVincenzo and Barney Battle, whoever this guy is. They don't agree to it just yet, but we do have some picks we can throw to the Raptors, and I think eventually they will be saying yes to this trade. And they still don't agree. One more first, and no, they do not agree. Okay, what else could we throw in this trade? Is Daniel House? Wow, I thought Siakam for sure was going to be a Brooklyn Net here in a second, but they are not budging just yet. Do I have to trade Whiteside? I don't necessarily want to. I guess I could trade Marcus Smart, although it looks like Whiteside is a little bit more valuable. So if I were to throw Marcus Smart in this trade, would they accept this? They still don't accept. What about Whiteside instead? They still don't agree. That's insane. Okay. Okay, so that pick is not going to get it done. Wow, I'm a little shocked right now. So Whiteside, and they can't agree to all that. And Daniel, they just can't agree. Okay, so they are not willing to give up Siakam. I thought for sure this was going to get me Pascal Siakam, but unfortunately that's not the case. Well, if we can't get Pascal Siakam, can we get John Collins from the Clippers? I have no idea why he's a Clipper, but hey, he's a Los Angeles Clipper. So can I find a way to snag him away from the Los Angeles Clippers? It's a question. This might be even harder than the Raptors one was. I'm willing to give up all my picks because I'm pretty much done rebuilding after this. So we'll have Kyrie, Clay, Marcus Smart. We definitely don't need everything that we have here, but now we have a legitimate power forward with John Collins, and Whiteside is our center right now. I still wouldn't mind making that center spot even better if I maybe threw Whiteside and we get Clint Capella and Matisse Thybulle. That might be the move. I think I'm actually going to do that as well. So we're going to get Matisse Thybulle and Clint Capella, and now we have Kyrie, Klay Thompson, Marcus Smart. We don't necessarily need Matisse Thybulle. Okay, what do I want to do here? I'm going to move Matisse to small forward because we don't necessarily need him at the shooting guard, and we don't need Daniel House. So I'm going to trade Daniel House for a point guard or a big. We don't need a shooting guard or a small forward, and that's like all I'm being offered right now. So I'm going to trade him for a first round pick, I guess, and we're going to sign whatever we need. So I'm going to sign Satoransky, and I'm also going to sign, we're probably going to get Nicholas Claxton back on his qualifying offer. So we should be good after that. Other than that, we'll probably get Claxton back on his qualifying offer, and I think we'll be finally ready for season number 3. We are definitely ready for season number 3, as we have a filthy rotation of Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, John Collins, Clint Capella, Matisse Thybulle, Marcus Smart, Claxton, and Norvell Pell rounding up the bench. It looks pretty awesome. We're 4-star at balance. Can we go up anywhere else? No, we'll probably just stay at balance right now. So I think this is our final season, and I think this season is definitely going to end with the Brooklyn Nets hoisting up a trophy. So looky there, Steve Nash is coach of the year as we go 67-15. It looks like Steve Nash is finally getting that groove of being a head coach in the NBA. We are also the first seed in the Eastern Conference. We have Kobe, Fournier, Hayward, Zeller, and Yusuf Nurkic. When we go look at the player stats, we have 33, 26, 20, 18, 7. We should be absolutely unstoppable as we continue through these playoffs. And let's see if we can just bulldoze our way to the Eastern Conference Finals once again, as we absolutely beat the Chicago Bulls in 5 games. And now we have the Cavaliers, who have Fultz, which I low-key like that, Sexton, Porter, K-Love, Drummond, Garland, and Senso Canover, whoever that is. Simulate current round against the Cavaliers, and we sweep them. And now we are back playing the Boston Celtics, which I think we're a little bit more fueled and ready to play them this time, as we're gonna go game by game here, because it's gonna be the ultimate Eastern Conference showdown. But we are up 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and it doesn't look like the Celtics are any match for our new look Brooklyn Nets team. And now we're playing the Los Angeles Lakers, so we get ourselves a LeBron, Giannis versus KD and Kyrie Irving NBA Finals. This is going to be a good one to watch. Let's go game by game here. Simulate game 1, we win it. Game 2, they do not win it. Okay, 3-0 here, and I think we're gonna ultimately hoist this trophy. Like I mentioned, the Brooklyn Nets are champions, and Steve Nash, first time head coach, has won a championship after, I guess, 3 seasons of being here. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what team you guys want to see next. Other than that, guys, this is Crushables. I'm saying peace.